This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Watch List and Market Report for the week ending December 5th, 2020. Our question this week is, what is Bitcoin? The answer will be provided later in the video. This week, the market was up. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 0.83% on Friday and was up 1.03% for the week. The S&P 500 increased 0.88% on Friday and was up 1.67% for the week. The Nasdaq increased 0.70% on Friday and was up 2.12% for the week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq all closed at all-time highs. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 10 up finishes versus 5 down finishes for the indexes. On Monday, all the major indices were down, and on Tuesday and Friday, they were all up. On Wednesday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 were up, but the Nasdaq was down. And on Thursday, it was the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Nasdaq that were up, but the S&P 500 was down. The new unemployment claims were reported to be 712,000 versus 780,000 expected. Continuing unemployment claims dropped to 5.52 million. Month-to-month home sales fell unexpectedly in October. Congress revealed a bipartisan $900 billion coronavirus package, but the Senate leaders still do not agree on the unemployment benefits in the package. The United Kingdom has approved Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine for emergency use, and the House of Representatives passed a bill to decriminalize marijuana. New unemployment claims, continuing unemployment claims, home sales, congressional stimulus bill proposals, Senate bill disagreements, coronavirus vaccine approvals, and House bill passed are all news. And news drives the market, good and bad. Day-to-day predictions on whether the market is going to go up or down is virtually impossible because predicting the news is impossible. However, the market is rigged to go up. It does not go up every day, but the market will generally go up over time. Stock prices move in a random fashion. They go up and down with an upward drift. The market will continue to go up because the powers that be want the market to go up. While there are many powers out there, one of the top powers that be, actually the top power that be, is the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is the most powerful entity in the world. Their monetary policy affects the American and world economies, and of course, they drive the U.S. stock market. They will do what they must to drive the market higher. Do you own any stocks? If not, why not? Are you afraid that the market may fall? The market will fall again at some point, but right now it is making all-time highs. I don't know which way the market is going to go, and I don't care. I trade the market as it is, not as it should be. I trade what the market gives me, whether it's going up, down, or even sideways. How do I do that? I apply the Southside strategy. You can learn more about the Southside trading strategy at SouthsideSchoolOfFinancialFreedom.com. Here is my trading watch list from the week ending December 5th, 2020. I trade at least 3 of the stocks on the list every week. The strongest performer on the list this week was Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, ticker symbol GBTC in the first column. It is a new addition. It increased 23.28% for the week, but it was down 3.25% on Friday. Grayscale is an investment trust, or ETF, that enables investors to gain access and exposure to the price movement of Bitcoin without buying, storing, or safekeeping Bitcoin directly. I bought Grayscale this past week to get exposure to Bitcoin. It is not a cash flow trade, and I cannot generate cash flow from it. I use it as an indirect investment in Bitcoin. Which brings us to our question of the week. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital asset. It's encrypted money that is decentralized. It operates peer-to-peer, that is computer to computer, on a blockchain, which is a public ledger. It is a mathematically computed commodity. Bitcoin cannot be confiscated by third parties, including the government. Bitcoin is becoming more popular because of its unique characteristics. And as you can see, Grayscale has been extremely volatile, but it has increased more than 183% year to date. Grayscale is a way to invest in Bitcoin without actually owning Bitcoin. But because it does not have option contracts, I cannot generate cash flow from it. However, the good thing about that is that it is more difficult for large financial institutions to manipulate the price of Bitcoin. Well, what I can generate cash flow from is stocks and ETFs, and that is what I primarily do. Whether a stock goes up or down, you can generate cash flow from it. Whether you own a stock or not, you can still generate cash flow from it using the Southside strategy. The Southside strategy involves trading for weekly cash flow, that is, trading for income. SPY is shown at the bottom of the third column. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. This is the benchmark I compare my trading performance to. My objective is to beat the S&P 500 index while at the same time generating cash flow. Most professional money managers do not consistently outperform the S&P 500 index. They usually lose, and lose badly, to the index. Thus, most investors and traders should just invest in or trade a market index fund or ETF like SPY. What do? Do you beat the S&P 500 index? Do you have a watch list? What is your investing and or trading strategy? How well do you do against the S&P 500 index ETF SPY? Let me know in the comment section. Are you willing to share your strategy? As of December 5th, 2020, my portfolio is outperforming the S&P 500 index ETF SPY. Year to date, my portfolio is up 26.56% versus 14.53% for SPY, a difference of 12.03%. I am beating SPY by 12.03%. This week, equities, including puts, calls, and ETFs, make up 25.16% of the portfolio. Cash is 74.84%. The cash flow generated for this week was 1.90% of the portfolio account value. The account value changed by 3.58%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 ETX SPY changed by 1.67% this week. I sold option contracts on 7 positions this week, 4 calls and 3 puts that ranged from $206.03 to $933.44. I also received $190 in dividends this week. You can get more details, including the total dollar amount of cash flow for the week, on the website southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com. If you want to learn how to use the U.S. stock market to become financially free, then visit the southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com, where you can learn to increase your financial IQ. It is where I document in my commentary blog my efforts to remain financially free. Learn how to use your money to make money. When your money makes enough money to cover your monthly expenses every month, then you will be financially free. People who work for other people for money are wage slaves. People who operate a small business are workhorses. Trading and or investing frees you from being either. If you want a comprehensive understanding about business formations, companies and corporations, the stock market, the difference between investing and trading, learn about legendary stock market investors and traders, stock market theories, and a stock trading strategy that generates cash flow, then read the Southside School of Financial Freedom publication, Swimming in a Financial Ocean of Sharks and Whales: How a Small Fish Feeds Makes Money Off Wall Street by Melvin C. Dunia. Available on lulu.com and amazon.com. Please like, share, subscribe. ADOS, ADOS.